I know I shouldn't. I know it's shameless. I know it's wrong. But if Chelsea, somehow, based on how bad they've been and how crap they've been, somehow say what's up to Arsenal, I am popping bottles. It gets real. It gets real, guys. It gets real. It gets real, man. It gets real. I had to bring on the meal. Here we are. Here we are, guys, with a pretty interesting game. Because this fixture is interesting. Because when I say this fixture is interesting, because there is history with this fixture. There is some nice, interesting history with this fixture. So, remember Lampard's first stint? Come on, you all know him. Francis, the kid. In his first stint, this was where this game launched the complicated Chelsea show. It was this game. Remember this game where Arsenal were in the relegation zone, they were struggling, and we all presumed that Chelsea would combine their misery. But we all know what happened. I believe it was Martinelli and Smith who said, well, what's up? So that didn't really pan out. So, fast forward, Lampard is sacked twice, and Arsenal, we thought, were almost on the verge of actually winning their first title since 2004. That doesn't seem to be panning out right now. And it's funny how the fortunes of both, because there are three parts here: Arsenal, Lampard, and Chelsea. And it's interesting how the fortunes of all three parties have changed. Because Arsenal have gone from strength to strength. Because even if Arsenal don't win the league this season, they have made incredible strides. Incredible. So, win or loss, it's been an incredible stride forward for incredible strides forward for your boys, Arsenal. As for Chelsea, I cannot think of a team who have had a more disastrous decline than Chelsea. I can't. I mean, even in the healthy place, I cannot think of a team that has had a much more spectacular decline than your Chelsea boys. Try and name it. You can't. It's been madness. So, this game. Coming into this, both teams have taken hits in a very different sense. In a very different sense. Let's give it a run. Arsenal have taken a hit in terms of damn. Because what is so scary for Arsenal is history and statistics. You don't want to be on the wrong side of history. You don't want to be on the wrong side of a statistic. Because there is scary stats out there of, I believe Arsenal have spent, this Arsenal team this season has spent about 90-something% of the season at first, and it will be the longest time a team has spent at the top of the table without winning the title. That's what they face. And you look at how they pretty much almost had it in their hands. And see, I never really believed Arsenal would win, but I thought that it would be a much closer than it already is. I thought that, okay, you don't beat Liverpool, you draw. You beat West Ham, you beat Southampton. Easy. Those are easy dubs. You beat West Ham, you beat Southampton. You lose to Man City, and I think it just gets very interesting towards the end of the season. I didn't think that you'd have all these draws, and so for 3 draws: Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton. So you look at this right now. Oh, okay. And as Chelsea, I mean, what do I need to say about Chelsea? It's been beyond a disaster for Chelsea. Like, what more do I need? Chelsea, as I speak, Chelsea are 12th. Chelsea are 12th right now. And let me just check in right now. Because, let me just check something right now, because I just need to check a quick scoreline. Because it could not be 9 points. It could not be 9 points. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, because Leicester drew. So, oh no. Oh yeah. So right now, Nottingham Forest are on 30 points. Chelsea are on 39 points. So obviously Chelsea have 2 games in the hand, but as I speak, Chelsea are 9 points from relegation. But look, Chelsea are not going to get relegated. Like, I mean, as funny as it sounds, and I know it's good for content, but it's impossible for Chelsea to get relegated because Nottingham Forest, they're not enough games left. If it was a 9-point gap with Francis in charge and we had about 10, 12 games left, there'd be a real chance that Chelsea could get relegated. The only reason why Chelsea are not going to get relegated is there are not enough games left and Nottingham Forest will not win enough games through no quality of Chelsea's. So that's it. So these teams have been on very different trajectories, so far this season. And here's the thing. I know Arsenal will feel disappointed because of how their title has gone up in flames. But keeping it real, Arsenal fans, would you trade your situation for mine? Real talk. Would you trade your situation for Bowley, Ekbali, Potsa, Lampard, and 12th? Would you trade your situation for a deflected own goal being your goal of the month? Would you? I don't think you would trade your situation for some good dude called Norgal who sniffs cocaine before he goes onto the pitch to run around. We'll talk. So, coming into this game, both teams out of form, one team much out of form than the other one. Everything says Arsenal beat the crap out of Chelsea. Everything says that this is, if ever there's a game for Arsenal to get back on track, it's against your London rivals it's against your London rivals who have the worst record right now in the league. Like, Chelsea have the worst form in the league right now of all teams, 1 to 220. So you're already motivated by it's your rival, and you're going up against a team that have one of the worst records, the worst record in the league, and hands down, in my view, the worst Premier League manager in history. It gets real. It gets real. So people say, have hope. Why the hell are we having a meal and discussing this previous foregone conclusion? Right. Football is a very funny sport. And football has a very weird, sick sense of humor. It does. Sometimes football just not make sense. Guys, I'll keep it a stack. To this day, I don't know how Chelsea beats Barca in 2012. I don't know how Chelsea beats Bayern in 2012. Any honest football fan, like, I don't know how the hell Chelsea beats Bayern Munich in that game when you look at how that game played out and how Bayern beat the crap out of Chelsea in that game. Some things in football don't make sense. To this day, I don't understand how Milan lost that game in 2005. I don't. These things just do not make sense. So, I look at this situation And I'm trying to wrap my brain as to how does a team that doesn't know how to score a goal, it seems whose goal of the month, I think goal of the month for Chelsea have been like in singular digits for like the past 3 months. So I say, how does a team like this somehow go up against still a very good Arsenal team? A bit a lot of fun, taking a few licks, but it's still an extremely good Arsenal team. Say how? And Arsenal playing at home, so they'll have the crowd behind it. Because let's be real. Yes, Arsenal have taken a few hits. 1000%. I think it's something that Robbie was even saying at AFTV. Win the rest of your games. Finish strong. If you lose, it is what it is, and you now react to the thought process afterwards, but you try and just finish strong. And as the atmosphere at the Emirates tomorrow, it's going to be like, guys, come on, let's go, let's roll, let's finish strong. Let's not lose to these arrivals. And I still don't understand, because like Lampard he's so clueless. He's such a garbage manager. And he's even talked about how the confidence is so low. And when the confidence and morale is low, you don't want Lampard in charge. So everything points to Chelsea holding an L. Everything is pointed to it. That it could be a beating. It could be. But Chelsea are a very funny team. Okay? This is beyond Lampard. It's beyond him. Lampard is just there. Go ahead. Look now. Yeah. He's just there. He's just there. God, look at him out. So, this isn't about Lampard, it's about Chelsea. And the DNA of Chelsea. I mean, the DNA has taken a hit, because guys, this has been the toughest season I've ever had being a Chelsea fan. Sometimes I wish, would it be better or worse if this season was when I was in school, when you had to face up to people, or in the social media age? Because those memes and those receipts have given me serious mental health issues. Serious. But why do I think Chelsea could do something? Why do I have to start my process? Why? Well, there's something in me that says, against all rationale, Chelsea will somehow get a result. Because it's just like football's sixth sense of humor. It's just like Chelsea to go ahead and be like, screw it. We'll just get the Dubinsky. Even if we shouldn't, we don't deserve to, it makes no sense, we'll just get the Dubinsky. Guys, I can't give a footballing reason as to how about. So this is spirituality. With this bomb, this fruit-selling bomb known as Lampard in charge, I cannot give you a footballing reason as to how Chelsea beat Arsenal, because Lampard has gotten worse as a manager. He's lost all credits. He's already ruining his legacy already. His legacy has already been ruined, so that's already been ruined already. So I can't give you a footballing reason as to I know how Lampard can strategically get the best out of Arsenal, because we're dealing with a bomb who has made a team that were bad even worse. And from Arsenal's point of view, Arsenal know that they can bounce back like they did against Everton. And they know that this ain't Man City, who we know that City are now into treble overdrive. And as bad as Southampton and West Ham have been for the multitude of this season, Arsenal are facing, currently right now as we speak, Arsenal will be facing the worst team in the league. Because as we speak right now, so obviously, over the season, Bournemouth, West Ham, they've been worse. But as of the last 2-3 games, like last month or so, Arsenal are going to be facing the worst team in the league. You know? So, yes, they drew against Southampton and so forth. And oh my God, Southampton were the worst. No. Chelsea right now is one of the worst team in the league. So I said to myself that Arsenal should get the win. But it's Arsenal. That's the thing. As good as Arsenal have been, as quality as they've been, this is a team that for some reason they've lost their way. And they've taken some serious body blows. Because for me, Arsenal didn't lose the title at Liverpool. No. Arsenal lost the title with the combination of West Ham and Southampton. They were always going to lose to City. They were always going to get a draw at best at Liverpool. I never saw them beating Liverpool at Anfield. I thought at best draw. But the issue was I had 6 points on my bingo card in the West Ham game and in the Southampton game. That was where the title was lost, those two games. But it wasn't Everton. No, it wasn't Everton because you saw how they bounced back. It was these two games. They beat West Ham and Southampton with the 1 point and so forth. That loss to City does not look as bad on paper. But you lost too many points, or you have too many points on the freaking table. This is going to be an interesting game, guys. I get it. Chelsea should hold the nil. But something tells me through some kind of weirdness. Because remember when Lampard said what's up to City, and that's what gave Liverpool the title effectively. I am saying you right now that I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know. Okay, because my team is horrible. My team is scandalously horrible. I know that mediocre piece of trash known as Pochettino ain't going to help anything, bro. But I feel that Chelsea will somehow get a result. I can see Chelsea somehow getting a result. And what I'm about to say is going to be crazy and wild. It could be crazy and wild. Chelsea could beat Arsenal at the Emirates. It doesn't make sense, but it would be such an Arsenal thing to happen and such a Chelsea thing to happen. Because look, we all assumed that Arsenal would beat West Ham. We all assumed that Arsenal would beat Southampton, and look at what happened. Look, freaking Southampton at home. And I think that because look, Chelsea, they're not playing for anything. So for Chelsea, this is just a London derby, and you know how much fans, despite how the season has gone, how much credit and care that fans put into these local derbies. So Chelsea and Arsenal, no matter where these teams are, it will always matter. I can see Chelsea getting a result. I know I'm crazy. I'm mad. I'm delirious. Shout out to Eddie Murphy. But I see somehow this guy's getting a result. I'm not sure of his scoreline, but this could generally be like it's because I was going to say 3-2 Chelsea and scoring 3 goals. So it's one of those weird things where this could be like a 1-0. This could be a smash and grab 1-0. Like a very weird smash and grab odd 1-0. So that's where I'm at. Like obviously, if Arsenal win, it is what it is. But I think something interesting is going to happen at the Emirates. So guys, join me on Twitch. I'll be on Twitch, guys. Join me on Twitch. I'll be on Twitch during the live watch along. I'll be in the live watch along on Twitch. But I think something odd and crazy is going to happen in this game. And I feel it would be just like Chelsea and just like Arsenal to go against script, and Chelsea now go and say, what's up? You know, but we'll see. And guys, I'm saying this right now. It's been a difficult season for me. It's been horrible. My mental health is rock bottom. But I am going to take any dubs as I can. If somehow Chelsea pretty much puts the final stop into Arsenal's title and beats Arsenal at the Emirates, I'm popping bottles. I know I shouldn't. I know it's shameless. I know it's wrong. But if Chelsea, somehow, based on how bad they've been and how crap they've been, somehow say what's up to Arsenal, I am popping bottles. I'm popping bottles. I have to. That's what be freaking done. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. So, guys, Arsenal, Chelsea, be on Twitch, YouTube post-match. And as much as I think Arsenal should win, I think Chelsea will somehow do something crazy. That's what I believe, man. Now, let me finish this meal.